Before we move forward, you can capitalize on the 5% discount off every trade that you make on Binance with trading cryptocurrency. All you have to do is follow the link in the description and sign up to enjoy this offer. Welcome back to Crypto Lion. Today we'll be exploring the potential of Ecomi, or the OMI token, reaching $10 price levels. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell to be notified every time we upload a new video. Ecomi is one of the highlights of the newly developed concept of non-fungible tokens. NFTs are still pretty much a revelation that we're all trying to figure out, but the little we've learned about them has proven to be more than enough to convince us of the potential that NFTs hold. If there is anything that people cherish the most, it's safety. People will do anything to have something that offers them safety and profit. As profitable as buying crypto has been made to look like, it shouldn't shock you to realize that there are still so many people who are yet to overcome their fear of risks attached to crypto trading or transactions. True enough, there is a lot to consider, but people don't seem to mind much except those crop of investors. We can all agree that it's not so easy to part with a huge sum of money in any transaction, and no matter how promising it is. The lessons that have been taught by Ponzi schemes have made people sort of impervious to taking risks on money-making ventures. While people gained enlightenment on how to avoid getting scammed in Ponzi networks by recognizing them and avoiding them ultimately, the crypto market has in its own way reinforced its systems, and the blockchain has opened up new doors towards securing the holdings of investors, with the use of hardwired wallets and tracking systems for monitoring crypto trades. This was also done in a bid to protect the regular investor who might be unsuspecting to hacks. The use of lengthy passwords and two-factor verification provided by wallets can turn out to be risky when the holder loses the password or private keys. These are often not easy to recover once lost. There's no need to even try at all. Many people just give up almost immediately once that happens. The security protocols are advantageous, but can also be detrimental if the necessary passkeys for accessing holdings get lost one way or another. Another thing that NFTs try to deal with is to create a new and fun way of utility for crypto and tokens. It's pretty easy to understand what this is about. If you don't, listen carefully. Since Bitcoin started out as the first currency in the crypto space, the dimension in which other crypto aim to overcome it, or at least shorten the distance between them, is in the way of utility. It wasn't until Bitcoin's advent that it well and truly found utility in the way that it's being used today. Hence, it was perceived that if a crypto that arises to fill the gap in terms of utility that Bitcoin was lacking, a worthy rival would arise in the crypto space to at least challenge Bitcoin for bragging rights in the industry. Now what we have are thousands of altcoins, and an even bigger gap between Bitcoin and the altcoins. Ethereum is the closest altcoin, languishing at just about $2,000 if not less on the intraday market charts. The major problem of altcoins' utilities was that they approached the market from what seemed like serious directions. Hence, their services were only useful to just about 1% of the entire crypto investor market. However, that 1% often includes companies that make use of such crypto in running operations and applications, such as Ethereum and Ripple. Either of these two cryptocurrencies are being used for facilitating transactions between banks and other financial institutions. Even if individual investors tried to use it, it would be inconsistent and slow. Thus, this is the reason for the slow adoption of altcoins. This also means that their growth rate is exceedingly slow, and obviously they're not growing at the rate that they should be growing if they're functioning at full capacity. But they may never attain that despite spending years in the market. NFTs have come out by attaching themselves to things that people love doing the most. Imagine if you can earn and buy crypto via a slick and easy-to-use interface, as well as save them into your wallets. Such platforms may include your music player, games, etc. It includes any app or software that people find exciting to use, and they actually make use of in-app purchases to enjoy certain features of the application. If emulators with app stores can adopt the use of NFTs, they can also earn more money for their efforts. An NFT-backed app that's used acts by enabling the conversion of fiat currencies, such as USD or the euro, into applicable collectibles that are usable in an app. It also functions in a way to burn excess crypto. Ecomi is the custom NFT of the veve app, and a large proportion of it has been injected into the market already. However, the rate at which it's being burned is pretty high. This is majorly to help control the amount of OMI tokens that are floating in the market, which may have a detrimental effect on the price of the coin, thus limiting its growth. It's also an indicator for the growing investor interest in the coin. The more people buy the crypto, the less it'll be burned, as people will be holding it more rather than just using it. There are millions of people in the world who are known users of apps and games. If for everyone there's an increase in investors of OMI tokens that use an app like veve to buy digital collectibles and thus obtain OMI tokens, it's thrilling to think about just how much more the coin could grow when all these millions of people across the world gain access to it. The Ecomi system has a secure wallet that holds the accumulated OMI tokens and thus offers top security for the users, while also minimizing the dangers attached to losing private keys. On the full launch of NFTs as the next big thing in the crypto market, the OMI token is seated right at the edge and it could lead the pack of NFTs that are to make a meaningful impact on the crypto space. Right now, the coin is closed at around 1.2 cents for days and maintains small gains around the clock, at a stage when it's still not fully known. Its growth rate has been massive so far, and it still has more room for development once NFTs become more widely recognized. You really can't miss this one. NFTs come with the promise of the fastest growth rate than other cryptocurrencies. The onset of NFTs will likely spark the war of the utility coins. NFTs grow in leaps and bounds, and their surges are easily maintained due to the influx of users that tend to stream to use apps and games that the system has been linked to. If you ask around, not many people know about Ecomi or OMI tokens, while very few actually know what NFTs are. People are still so wrapped up in the bigger coins that they're missing out the joy of small beginnings. Can an OMI token reach $10? Maybe. Things are looking bright anyway. We're looking at a crypto that can possibly attain 10 cents despite its current low rate soon enough. This is just how good NFTs can be if we try to use them the best way that we can. People will never stop using OMI tokens and other NFTs as long as there's something fun and interesting for people to enjoy, as they buy or gather their crypto directly or indirectly. The OMI token to $1 has been stated by some analysts as a possibility within this year or as we step into the next year. Most predictions rely majorly on the alarming rate at which NFTs grow in value as demand rises. All it's going to take is a massive launch to prominence, which is pretty much in the cards. The focus will shift from industrial applications of tokens and cryptos to NFTs that are flexible and interesting to watch. There are several thresholds that the OMI token has to cross on the price charts before it can be crowned the king of NFTs. Though the NFT market is still relatively new, it's not short of admirers who've bought in massively on the coin, while it was still below the 1 cent valuation. We could see the coin reach the 10 to 50 cents range, and we cannot overrule the possibility that it could shoot further beyond 80 cents. There's no specific time to watch to see this become a reality, but it is a welcoming idea. Revolutionary money-making options such as these are rarely brought to focus free of suspicions of scam or fraudulent activities. NFTs retain a likable and trustworthy system of operations. Ecomi as a crypto is connected to its own blockchain, and thus it can be accessed from any part of the world. If new users come in to help push the agenda of the OMI token, a splendid rise towards $10 can be achieved quite easily, even as more exchanges enlisted on their platforms. It's a coin that could literally draw the attention of some of the world's biggest investors towards its multiple and fun uses, thus attracting huge investment checks that will boost its rise to new all-time highs much faster and easily. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and click on that notification bell so that you can get updates whenever we post new videos. Is this the first time you're hearing about Ecomi or the OMI token? What else do you want to know about it? Let us know your answers in the comment section below. Good luck and happy investing.